Parkway South is an amazing school. It is our largest school. This school is about 10% of the district's overall square footage, and it accounts for about 10% of the district's energy use. The HVAC system for a while was approaching its end of its useful life.
South High was built in 1976. It was almost a complete electric building. Electricity was very cheap at that point in time.
Parkway needed to make an investment, and working with the Parkway team, we decided to evaluate several different options.
Was it to remain all electric? Was it to go maybe natural gas and electric combination? Or could we go even further and look at the geothermal?
We analyzed what the return would be on the cost premium to go to a more sustainable technology and a more efficient energy source, and geothermal proved out to be the best return. With HVAC representing 40% of a typical building's energy usage, we are definitely seeing a trend towards geothermal and other renewables. Essentially, during the cooling season, we're absorbing heat from the building, storing it underground, and then reusing that stored energy during the heating season to provide heat to the building.
So there's some unique challenges with a geothermal system. First of all, we're transferring heat to the earth instead of to a traditional heat sink source where it would just disappear into the atmosphere. So there's a lot of challenges with flow rates and making sure we have the well field sized properly to handle the heat rejection. In our central geothermal system, our pumps move water through the entire system. They move it through the well field, our 180 wells, pumping water through the chillers, on the condenser water side, as well as the chilled water side, delivering water out to the building. So they touch every component in the system.
Well, Train was the project lead and construction manager as well, and they asked us to come on to do the HVAC electrical consulting. We wanted to go down the line of using the Bell Gossett products. We contacted Blackmore and Glunt as they're the local representation for that. And they were on board from there, helping with design and pump selection, component selection.
They had a lot of varying criteria as the conditions were changing, as it moved throughout the design phase. So we optimized all those selections in Systemwize and optimized the equipment for them using heat exchanger selections.
They're a great partner for us. They help us get the proper selections on the pumps and making sure that our pumps won't go into surge failures at the different operating parameters that we have, providing us startup and commissioning on the site after we get the pumps installed to make sure everything is operating like it's supposed to be.
We needed some heat exchangers for the pool, and through trying to capture the heat and heat the pool, we used a double-wall titanium plate and frame heat exchanger, which we were able to run through the thermal selection programs.
The performance of their pumps is untouched by anybody else in the industry. Their pumps hold up really well under pressure, and the price point's very affordable. It's kind of a really good, they kind of hit all the check boxes you're looking for.
From a operating cost standpoint, it's really one of the most efficient systems on the market today.
Over the course of 30 years, we're expecting to save $1.9 million with regards to this particular project. So we're absolutely excited about the amount of savings that that's going to bring. The equipment that we put in our buildings are going to be here for the next 20 or so years, in some cases much, much longer. And so we're looking at life cycle costs. So we want to make sure that we are doing everything we can for this generation as well as future generations of Parkway students that are going to be here. And so we're making decisions based on what's best for the district today as well as into the future.